Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Hope you're all doing well and doing great. Today we are back with another topic, and as we have already discussed about the structure of the plant cell and the animal cell and the bacterial cell, and hopefully you have memorized as well that what organelles are present in the plant cell, what organelles are present in the animal cell, and what organs are present in the bacterial cell. So let's move into the another topic of this chapter, and that is specialization of the cell. As the word indicates that the cells are special in their structure and in function, it means they are performing a specific job. Group of cells combine together to form a structure, and they are performing a specific job. For example, you may say so the nerve cell that is having a specific function. The root hair cell is performing a specific function. The red blood cells are performing specific function. Root hair cells are not going to send messages in your body from one part to another part. Root hair cells are not going to make a photosynthesis. Our root hair cells are not performing the process of photosynthesis. There are some sort of cells that are performing the process of photosynthesis. So Roche cells has its own function. Palisade mesophyll cells has its own function. So let's study about what sort of cells are present in, or what sort of cells you are about to study in your syllabus. So let's jump into the first cell, and we are going to study about what is a red blood cell. So as already I have mentioned that the cells which are specific in shape after dividing, they are in the specific in shape and they are performing the specific function. So that's why we call them the specialized cells. Specialized cells वो होते हैं जो कि special तरह के cells होंगे जो special function perform करेंगे, मतलब एक ही जैसा function perform करेंगे. They are not going to perform any other function. They are going to do the specific job. ये एक fixed job है और उनका fixed job ही और वो वही काम करेंगे. सो इनमें एग्जांपल्स आ जाती हैं जैसे कि स्पर्म सेल्स है, एग सेल है. प्लांट सेल्स के अंदर एग्जांपल आ जाती हैं रूट हेयर सेल की, जाइलम बेसल्स की और पैलिसेड म्यूसिफल सेल्स की. एंड इन द ह्यूमंस आर इन द एनिमल्स वी कैन वी कैन कोड एग्जांपल्स ऑफ आरबीसीज, डब्ल्यूबीसीज, nerve cells, ciliated cells, sperm cell, platelets, egg cell. There are so many cells that are performing that are doing the specific job. They're not doing any other job. Okay, so let's have a look on the first cell, that is the red blood cells. Red blood cells is having, when they're going to be mature, they do not contain nucleus, and because of that, they are having bioconcave shape. They are bioconcave or disc-like shape, and they are having the cell membrane. And you know the purpose of the cell membrane is a selective permeable membrane. And they are in the cell. They contain a solution that is called as the cytoplasm. And the major thing why they are red in color, because they contain a pigment, and that pigment is called as hemoglobin. And the function of the RBCs is basically to transport of oxygen around the body. Like it transport oxygen in your body and it transport blood. The red color indicates that you having more amount of oxygenated blood as compared to the if there is more amount of the carbon dioxide in your body, that means the blood is deoxygenated. And if you are having the more amount of oxygen in your body, that means you are having more amount of oxygenated blood. And you need oxygenated blood as compared to the deoxygenated blood, and this function is done by lungs, because lungs do the phenomena of the gaseous exchange through which the oxygen is added in your blood, and with the help of this pigment, HB pigment, that is the hemoglobin pigment. Okay, let's continue to the next cell. So the red blood cells are the specific cells which transport blood and which transport oxygen around the body. Nerve cell is basically, as we, or you may have a look, or you may search scroll on the YouTube, in my YouTube channel, and you may find out about an entire chapter on the nerve cell. So the nerve cell are the special site of cells, or the neuron cells are the special type of cells which are performing the special function. They are sending electrical impulses. They are sending messages in the form of electrical impulses from one form to another form, because they're having some fiber-like extension that is named as dendrites, and some long extension that is called as axon, and the terminal of this axon is called as axon terminal. Dendrites are basically the extension which are conducting messages towards the cell body, and axons are basically which are taking messages away from the cell body, and how through the neurotransmitter they are transmitting messages from one impulse to another impulse, as the sensory neuron or the motor neurons. When you sense something, and when you, with the help of the sense organs, the sensory neurons send message to the central nervous system, and then the central nervous system responds you back, and you responded with the help of the motor neurons. So there are the different neurons. We're not going to study about them, but we are just going to talk about the nerve cell. So the function of the nerve cell or the neuron cell is basically to conduct messages or to send messages in the form of electrical impulses from one form to another form. And a neuron is also the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. This was the system which makes you nervous, because if you're gonna just touch your knee, you have might you feel it heavy. You might feel it heavier because your brain exists over there sometime when you're not using it. So that's why the people quoted that if you have one, try to use it, please. Anyways, jokes apart, let's move to another cell, that is a ciliated cell. It is the most easiest one because these are the hair-like structures. These are the hair-like cells that are present on the lining of your nose and that are present on the lining of the trachea as well. And it helps basically to trap the bacteria and the dust particles and to move away from your body. So to engulf that mucus. सो इट इज़ वेरी ईजियर वन कि ये हेयर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस होती हैं, बेसिकली हेयर लाइक सेल्स होते हैं जिनका फंक्शन क्या होता है कि डस्ट वगैरह को या बैक्टीरिया वगैरह को ट्रैप करना और ट्रैप करके मूव अवे करवा देना, आपकी बॉडी से बाहर निकाल देना, या फिर आपकी बॉडी के अंदर ही इसको साइड पे एक जो म्यूकस होता है बेसिकली which helps to trap the bacteria and dust particles, and then it's just gonna you just excrete it out from your body, and you just removed it from the body. How are you gonna remove it? With the help of the ciliated cells, with the help of the hair-like cells. Okay, and these are named as the ciliated cells. You're gonna discuss it in detail as well. It may be cell membrane here. Outer layer is a cell membrane. It also contains nucleus and it also contains mitochondria and also containing a solution that is called as the cytoplasm. So if we summarize the ciliated cells are basically the hair-like cells which are present in the lining of your nose and on the lining of the trachea and on the lining of some other parts as well. So, and they're helping in trapping bacteria and the dust particles. And the sperm cell, basically, these are the male sex cells also. These are also named as the male sex cells. Firstly, discuss about its structures. If we're going to talk about the structure of the sperm cell, it containing a tail which is called as the flagellum as well. And as you know that the function of the flagellum is to help in movement. The sperm cell is going to help, this tail is help in movement. It also contains mitochondria, so the sperm cell get the energy how to move. It needs energy for the movement, so the energy comes from the mitochondria. It also contains acrosomes. Acrosomes are basically the enzymes that that helps to penetrate the egg cells, around the egg cell, and it contains DNA as well, the nucleus, and in the nucleus the DNA and RNA and the chromosomes are present, which are containing the which contains the genetic information. And the plasma membrane or the selective permeable membrane is also the same. So the function of the sperm cell is basically it helps in the reproduction. The first thing first is the sperm cell or the cell which helps in the reproduction. They are also called as the male sex cells. They are helping in the tail. In the structure of the sperm cell, there is a tail, there is acrosome, mitochondria, nucleus, and the function of the tail is basically help in movement. The mitochondria provides energy. The nucleus contains the genetic information, and the acrosome are the excrete enzyme which helps to penetrate into the egg cell. And if we're going to talk about the egg cell is called as ovum. It is a female sex cells, and the function of the egg cell would be the same. It involves in the reproduction. When the male and female sperm and egg fuse together, they form a zygote, another cell, and the zygote is further developed into the baby, so into an organism. So how this process occurs with the help of the two gametes, one is the sperm cell and one is the egg cell. So firstly we're going to look into the how the egg cell work. The function of the egg cell is basically it is the larger and it is oval in shape. It is larger than the sperm cell and it is oval in shape. It contains the solution that is called as the cytoplasm, then nucleus and the plasma membrane, and in the outer layer some cells are present which is called as the follicle cells. And there is another structure in this follicle cell. There is a zona pellucida. This is a unique structure in the egg cell, which labeling is important in the IGCSE or the GCSE syllabus. आपको वो बनाने के लिए ड्रॉ करने के लिए नहीं देंगे बेटे कभी भी. They're supposed to say that you're supposed to label it. तो label के लिए आ जाती है, so you must focus on the labeling of the diagram. The outer boundary of the cell is the plasma membrane. Inside the cell is the nucleus and the cytoplasm, and the outer cell hair-like projection are present that is called as the follicle cells. and it also contains the cytoplasm, which contains. Okay, so we were there at the egg cell, and after the egg cell, it contains the cytoplasm, which containing a yolk, which containing basically proteins and which are containing a yolk, and the yolk is basically having some sort of protein and lipid molecules in it. So it is the healthier one. So only one. Yeah, that is the basically. I don't want to discuss it right now. What is the function? What is the major? Basically, the role of the egg cell and the sperm cell. We're going to talk about the role of the egg cell and the sperm cell in the chapter reproduction, so don't worry about that. Let's move into the other cell, which is called as the root hair cell. Root hair cell, now it's basically, as the name indicates, root hair cell. This means we are talking about the plants. And in plants, the roots, there are the different structures and different organs are present. In the plants, there is the stem, leaf, and root. So we are going to talk about the root hair cell. In the roots, there the small hair-like structures are present, which is called as root hair cells. And the function of the root hair cell is to absorb water and minerals from the soil. So how they're going to absorb water and minerals to the soil with the help of these cells, which is named as root hair cells. If we talk about the structure of the root hair cell, that it means it contains the outer boundary is called as the cell wall, then the inner boundary is called as the cell membrane. It also contains a vacuole, which helps in the storage of water and mineral salts molecule. It also contains a solution which is called cytoplasm. Also contains ribosomes, which helps in the protein synthesis. And what would be the function of the mitochondria? Please comment it down and let me know what is the function of the mitochondria in the root hair cell. If you're watching this video and it's helping you out, then please write down in the comment section what is the function of the nucleus in the root hair cell and the mitochondria. So hopefully it is clear. Let's revise it again. The red blood cells, RBCs, are, let me cover it at the end. Let's go to the next part. And the next is basically the palisade mesophyll cells. The function of the palisade mesophyll cell is to perform the process of photosynthesis, because these cells are basically these type of cells, the intracellular spaces are, there is no intracellular spaces in between these cells, and these are named as in the leaf. In the anatomy of the leaf, when you're going to cut a section of a leaf and put it under the microscope, you're going to see such sort of cells in which the outer layer is the cuticle, which helps in the water loss, and then there's the upper epidermis, then there would be the lower epidermis. In between them, in the lower epidermis, a small opening is present in between the guard cells, and which is called as stomata, and some spongy cells which are having some intracellular spaces in between them, but a larger amount of chloroplast is present in the palisade mesophyll cells, which does not contain any sort of intracellular spaces. And in the chloroplast, the pigment chlorophyll, green pigment named as chlorophyll, is present, which helps in the process of photosynthesis. And photosynthesis is the process in which plants prepare their own food using carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and water from the root hairs. And to make, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they make glucose and energy and oxygen. Oxygen is used by the human, but this is the long discussion as well. So just about the function of the palisade mesophyll cell, that means they are these cells having chloroplast, and in chloroplast chlorophyll pigment is present, which helps in the process of photosynthesis. There is another cell which is called as xylem vessels. Let me show you xylem vessels. Hold on. Xylem vessels are basically, this is easy. This is the root hair cell. This is the red blood cells. There are some other cells. There, here you go with the xylem vessels. Basically, the xylem vessels are long, composed of dead hollow cells, and they are having the long tube, and their wall is thick, and that is made up of lignin wall. And the lignin helps in the production, provide additional support to the xylem vessel. And the function of the xylem vessel is basically to transport water and minerals from the root hairs. In simple words, let me explain about the xylem vessels. Xylem vessels basically बेटे वो ट्यूब्स होती हैं जो प्लांट्स में वाटर को और मिनरल्स को रूट से लीफ तक जो है वो ट्रांसपोर्ट करती हैं. वो ट्यूब्स जो वाटर और मिनरल्स को रूट्स से लेके लीव्स तक ट्रांसपोर्ट करेंगी ताकि वो फोटोसिंथेसिस का फिनोमेना परफॉर्म कर सके. तो वो ट्यूब्स बेसिकली जाइलम वेसल्स कहलाती हैं, और ये ट्यूब्स डेड सेल से, हॉलो सेल से मिलकर बनी हैं, और इनकी जो वॉल्स होती हैं वो थिक होती हैं, और ये लिग्निन से मिलकर बनी होती है. और लिग्निन बेसिकली प्लांट को एडिशनल सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड करता है कि इनकी वॉल्स टूटे ना. परफोरेटेड वॉल्स होती हैं. परफोरेशन मीन्स इनकी वॉल्स के दरमियान, जैसे यू मे सी दैट द परफोरेटेड वॉल्स मीन कि वॉल्स में परफोरेशन होगी, सुराख होंगे, सो द वाटर कैन फ्लो फ्रॉम वन एरिया टू अनदर. लेकिन वाटर एक ही फ्लो में, एक ही डायरेक्शन में, अपर डायरेक्शन में मूव करता है. वाटर बाई डायरेक्शन, इस जाइलम वेसल्स की मदद से बाई डायरेक्शन मूव नहीं करता इन केस ऑफ root hair cells. Because the function of the root hair cell to absorb water and mineral from the soil, the xylem vessels are connected with the root hairs, so they push the water towards the leaf. And if we're going to talk about its functions, we already have discussed it. We're going to discuss it again, that the xylem vessels are basically the tube that transport water and minerals from the roots to the leaves in the plant. So we are going to jump into the nerve cell. The nerve cell is basically a larger cell, which is largest cell in your body, which sends electrical impulses from one form to another form. It contains a solution, and we already have make I already have make a video on the entire chapter of the nerve cell, so you may scroll the videos of Sock by Bia and you will find out the video. But if not, then there is a long extension that is called as axon, which take messages away from the cell body. The solution, cytoplasm, and the nucleus, collectively called as the cell body, and the fiber like extension, these are named as the dendrites, which receive the messages toward the cell body. And there are some neurotransmitters that are also present, but this is a long discussion, so we are not going to discuss about that. This is the structure of the basically palisade mesophyll cell. These are the cells which contains the chloroplast, and they're also having a solution that is called as the cytoplasm, and the nucleus membrane, outer boundary of the nucleus is called as the nuclear membrane. So after that, specialized cells. Now, if we summarize all of these cells, one is the red blood cells, which transport oxygen from one part to another part or to around all the body. Then the nerve cell, which transport electrical impulses from one part to another part with the help of the neuron. Then about the ciliated cell, which these are the hair-like cells which which trap bacteria in the dust particles. Then the sperm cells are the basically which helps in these are the male sex cells which helps in the reproduction process. And by mating it with the egg cell, these are the egg cells are also involved in the reproduction process. And by mating it with the male sperm cell, so when the egg and the sperm basically fuse together, they form another cell that is called as the zygote. But the egg cell, the function of the egg cell would be the same, that is involved in the reproduction. Then about the last one is the root hair cell, and the root hair cells is help in the absorption of water and mineral salts from the soil, whereas the palisade mesophyll cell are the cell which helps in the process of photosynthesis, and the xylem vessels are the cells which transport minerals and water from the roots to the leaves. So there's some other, the last topic of this chapter is basically what is tissue, what are the tissues, what are the organs, and what are the organ system. Tissues are basically the group of similar cells performing similar function is called as tissues. For example, xylem tissue, phloem tissue, there are the many tissues, electrical impulses, the nerve tissue, conducting tissue, connective tissue. They're the different type of cells which are just performing different function. Let me show you from the book as well. These are the different set of cell tissues as well, and we can define as a tissue such as a bone, nerve, or muscle in animals, and epidermal tissues, xylem tissues, phloem tissues. So a tissue is a group of cells with similar structure and performing this shared function or the similar function. What is an organ? And group of tissues combined together to form an organ. Now, organ is your heart, your lung is an organ, your nose is an organ, your kidney is an organ which is performing different function. But for this they need a system in their body, and a group of organs combined together form a system that is called as organ system. And in organ system we can encode examples of circulatory system, which helps in the transport of blood, excretory system, which is going to excrete waste, metabolic waste from your body, nervous system, which makes you nervous, which send electrical impulses from one form to another form with the help of neuron, and respiratory system, which helps in the exhalation and inhalation process, and then the lymphatic system and the muscular system, which helps in the movement. So there are many systems in your body that are coordinating with each other and performing the function at the same time. And the last and important topic of this chapter is magnification. Magnification is defined as the ratio of the size of an image to the size of an object. जो इमेज का साइज है उसको आप एक्चुअल साइज से जब डिवाइड करेंगे, its formula is m is equal to I divided by a, and mnemonic form is im. When you gonna dictate is im, I is the image size and m is basically the magnification, and a is the actual size. So always remember, in 1 centimeter there is the 10 millimeter, and firstly convert centimeter into millimeter and then millimeter into micrometer. To convert centimeter into millimeter, you will just multiply